Welcome, wonderful woman. And if you have never been here before, my name is Claudia Vidor. I'm a nutrition and dietetic clinician by trade, and I specialize in women that suffer from hypothalamic amenorrhea, irregular periods, infertilities, and disorder behaviors around eating and training. And if you would like to receive more videos like this one, just please make sure to subscribe right now by hitting the button below. And I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all 800 of you that have already liked my videos and subscribed to this channel. But now, without further ado, I really would like to discuss a hot topic that I normally concentrate upon when I speak with the HA in the group calls with my wonderful clients and in the HA community and in the Recover from HA support group on Facebook. So the topic is how to restore your menstrual cycle even if you are worried about gaining weight. So basically the topic of the conversation today is going to be the 5 things that you can do in order to let go of the worry when it comes to gaining weight and being able to restore the hormones, support your fertility, and getting the period back. So the first thing that I would like to say, absolutely get some support, get some guidance, get a nutritional counseling, not only because I'm a nutrition and dietetic clinician by trade, because I've seen my clients going through it. I have personally been through it, and it's 10,000 times easier to do it with a professional that gets you, understands what the journey look like, and is already recovered. I've seen clients of mine going through struggles for 15 years, 20 years, unable to get the period back, unable to get pregnant when they wanted to, because they didn't know how to stick to a protocol, how to stick to a new routine, how to move forward with this. And the reality is that if you do it with someone that is well versed in hypothalamic amenorrhea and disorder behaviors around food and training, that has been through it before and has helped thousands of women before you, chances are that reaching that path to food freedom and hormonal restoration is going to be at least 90% easier, because the reality is that now you may be watching this video because your level of commitment is high, but what does happen when you start gaining the weight, when you start noticing changes, when you have to change your training routine and your food choices in order to get the period back, when you see the number on the scale changing, if you're still stuck to checking your weight on a scale. The reality is that during that time, you will need all the support, the accountability, and the community that you can get. So you're going to be able to stick to all the things that are important to you. So first and foremost, just make sure that you get some professional guidance, that you have a nutritional counselor on your side or a dietitian. And if you don't want to do it alone and you're really craving that, the help, the support, that proven protocol, the proven steps to follow, and if you really would like to be part of a community of like-minded women, just make sure that you click on the link below, book a call with me or my team. Is a free call where I'm going to assess if I can help you, if I can support you, and we're going to create a roadmap on how to get your period back. And if you're the right candidate to join the period comeback protocol, only then you're going to be invited to be part of it. Now, having said that, the second thing that I do believe that I've seen that it's really important for women is the gradual exposure. So start by incorporating small amounts of few foods and different foods into your meals and snack. So gradually increase the portions over time as you become more comfortable. Remember that it's normal to feel anxious, but facing your fears in a structured manner can really help desensitize you from this. In fact, especially when it comes to getting the period back and recover from hypothalamic amenorrhea, there is so much talking about going all in, eating the 2,500 calories, which, by the way, for some women, we're not even scratching the surface, letting go of exercise and really managing your stress level, quitting your job and going live in a cave. But the reality is that that could be anxiety provoking for lots of women and is not supportive to everyone's health. So my approach is slightly different. And when it comes to recovering from disorder behaviors around food and also from recovering your period, I really truly believe that gradual exposure and get it to a point where you feel comfortable before adding in something more is a game changer. it can really help you not only to get your period back, but get consecutive periods and being able to reach food freedom if that's in the cards for you, if that's something that you're really called to achieve. Another big thing is obviously mindfulness and coping skills. Or mindfulness also as a coping skills. So practicing mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing or meditation to help manage the anxiety around eating is really important, and also learn how to utilize coping skills to navigate challenging emotions once again can be a game changer, so that you don't have to resort to all the behaviors that you really want to get rid of. I know that if you're here, you have already heard about it. You have already heard about journaling. You have already heard about mindfulness. You have already heard about meditation. And the truth is that some of these coping mechanisms didn't work for me. For me, for example, meditation wasn't really a great tool, but I was absolutely okay to do a very slow paced walk where I can listen to a guided meditation. And then I will freed up some space to do journaling for a couple of minutes. So that, for example, that input was really helpful for me. But there are thousands of coping strategies that you can actually use when you're feeling anxious around food and you feel anxious around your body. And some of them can go from placing your wrist underneath cold water to squeezing a lemon to just call a friend. So I love to give a customized approach to the person that I work with. So just make sure that you pick a coping skills that work for you instead of something that someone else is doing on social medias that may not be helpful at all. Another things that I really would like to discuss is to make sure that you create a support system. That's the all reasons why I created the Recover from HA support group, which is totally free, and encourage you to join it if you haven't already done so. And that's also why the HA community is part of the Period Comeback Protocol. I really do truly believe, oh my God, this is a mouthful for me. I truly deeply believe that you need a support system to be able to recover from an eating disorder behaviors, and to get your period back. If you do everything on your own, if you don't actually let out what's stuck inside, it's going to be very, very hard for you to move forward. And if you're not comfortable in a group settings, and for example, the idea of joining a group calls feels very scary to you, then just make sure that you find that professionals that you can rely on, that you feel comfortable with, that can really help you to move to the next step. One more thing that I would like to discuss is also to focus on health instead of focusing on weight. So shifting your focus away from weight and appearance toward overall health and well-being, it's going to be very important, because recognizing that true health, it's physical, yes, but it's also mental and emotional. It's going to be a game changer when it comes to prioritizing self-care. So if instead of focusing on a number on a scale, or a size of a jeans, or the way that you look in a mirror, you start looking at different aspects of your life: how well you sleep, how much energy you have, how present you can be with the people around you, how much vitality you have in your day in and day out, how much extra time you get back when you stop really controlling your food intake and your exercise routine and your body in general. If you start focusing on all those aspects that are not weight related, you are going to see that it's so much easier to move forward in the recovery process, and it's so much easier to get. It's going to be so much easier to stick to the things that are really helping you, and to ultimately get your period back, or maybe even get pregnant if that's something that you're called for. Last couple of things that I would like to mention. First of all, I would like to thank you if you have been sticking to this video and you are here. If you have been here for the past 8 minutes, just make sure that you hit the subscribe button. This is going to help me immensely, and it's going to allow me to keep sharing these free videos. So it's going to take you only less than half of a second to hit the subscribe button, but it's going to once again help me and my team immensely. Not only myself and my team, but also all the people that are part of this channel, that are part of the Recover from HA support group, that are craving that accountability, that support, and those free resources that otherwise are really quite difficult to get. So two more things that I would like to share. One is regular physical activity. I'm not a big fan of asking women to sit in the couch for the duration of the recovery period, simply because it's ultimately not conducive to health, and also because at some point you will need to start moving again. So we might as well do it together. So I know that once that you get your period back for the first time, you're going to be able also to consistently have regular periods. And last but not least, I really, really, truly encourage you not only to be patient, but to be kind to yourself. It's so easy nowadays to have self-deprecating thoughts about our reality and our body. It's so easy to keep reminding of ourselves of all the things that we didn't achieve, of all the things that we didn't do well, of all the things that we could have done instead. And so I really deeply encourage you today to spend a couple of minutes to simply soak in that beautiful feeling of being enough, being good enough, and having done enough, especially when it comes to the last 24 hours. And if you want to take it to the next level, simply write down 3 things that you're grateful for when it comes to your body, when it comes to yourself, when it comes to your life and reality. And if you're called to do so, you can also spend a couple of minutes to write your thoughts on a journal. Thank you so much to be here. It has been a pleasure spending the last few minutes with you, and I'm going to see you on the next video. Bye for now.